Hello? Hello?
Podcast Network Asia.
Hey guys, welcome back to Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. And I am so excited because this is our first episode for the year. And welcome. Happy New Year, first and foremost, to everyone. And welcome to the show. Welcome to our bi weekly show where we talk about motivation, we talk about mental health, we talk about relationships, we talk about everything that can add to your self improvement. So, welcome to the show. If you are a new timer or a newcomer here, then welcome. I hope you go check out the other amazing episodes that we have because they have a lot of other insights that you can use in your life. And if you are already an avid listener of the podcast, then welcome back to the show. I am so excited. We've been doing the self-improvement stuff for quite some time now, and that just means that you're growing, you're getting better, and you're getting closer to your dreams and your goals and your aspirations. And I'm just so excited that you guys are still here and you are on this journey with me on the self-improvement journey that we are on. And let's get it. I'm so excited. And the one thing that I want to share with you, before I actually talk about the episode, a few announcements. First and foremost, my group coaching sessions, the Better Me Project, will start on Monday, January 10. It's going to be a weekly group coaching session. It's an in-depth of the podcast episodes, of the TikToks that I made. And we're going to deep dive every single week on those topics. And we have a lot of questions that you can use to add more self-awareness. And eventually it can help you with your self-improvement process. So join us there. If you want to join us, go ahead to bit.ly/The Better Me Project. Okay? bit.ly/The Better Me Project. Next one and last one is my workshop will be moved to January 15. It's a Saturday. It's still a Saturday, 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock. It's a 3-hour workshop where it's called Redefining You, a workshop on letting go, healing, and growth. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and register using the link bit.ly/redefining you workshop. So there are only a few slots left. I only will accommodate 50 people, and so there are still a few slots available. So make sure that you register right now. And so for this episode, I am going to ask you a question. How are you going to achieve your goals this 2022? Now, I've seen all the posts. I've seen different people, and I've seen, most of the people that has been doing their New Year's resolutions over and over again. I've seen them getting excited, getting inspired, getting motivated by their goals. But do you have a plan? And so I'm asking you right now, how are you going to achieve your goals in 2022? Now, goals are very, very important, but goals are just the starting point, okay? Of course, you need to know where you want to go. You need to know what you want to look like. You need to know who you want to become in the future. And so set goals. And we're going to talk goals in a different episode, but if you already set them goals, okay, if you already have those goals, the next question is, how are you going to achieve them? What is your plan? If I ask you right now, what is your plan for 2022? And some of you might have goals, but don't have a plan. And that is weird, and that is quite counterproductive, because if you have a goal, but if you don't have a plan, then how are you going to achieve it? We always plan. We get asked, okay, what's your plan for tonight? What's your plans for the weekend? What's your plans for the holidays? And we have an answer for that. We plan our weekends, we plan our getaways. When we're asked, okay, what's your plan for your holiday vacation? Okay, I'm going to pack, these are the things that I'm going to put in my my luggage. These are the places that I'm gonna go to, with their according time. And we set plans for the different holidays. We set plans for the different weekends. We set plans for what are we going to do tonight on our night outs. But have we ever considered making a plan for our lives? We make plans for other things. Why are we not making plans for our life? Why are we not making physical fitness plans, financial plans, retirement plans, how to level up, how personal development plans, career plans? Why are we not making those plans? Because we're acting like our life doesn't depend on it. But let me tell you one thing. If you don't have a plan for your life, nothing will change. You may set all the goals that you want. You may try to dream big, set those big, hairy, audacious goals. But if you don't have a plan, it will be useless. Now, I'm not saying that you should have the perfect plan. Okay? The plan doesn't need to be perfect. The plan doesn't need to be sound, but you still need to have a plan. You can have unlimited plans, but you still need to have a plan. And here's the truth. Plan A won't work. Might not work. Okay, I'm not saying it will. Sometimes you get it at the first try, but most of the time it won't work. Plan A won't work. So what's your plan B? What's your plan C? Okay? And you don't need to plan, until plan Z, but you need to at least have plan A, plan B, plan C on whatever you're trying to achieve, or at least plan D and plan E, right? You need to prepare yourself for different outcomes, for different scenarios, and you still need to have a plan for it. It doesn't need to be perfect, it doesn't need to be sound, but you need to have something that is actionable, okay? That is actionable that you can do right now in this moment, or maybe later after you listen to the podcast, but something that you can take action on and do it, okay? So prepare yourself for different plans. And if those plans don't work, then adjust. If one of your plans work, congratulations, you're one step closer to your goal. But if it's not working, then adjust. Still have a lot more alphabets or letters of the alphabets. Go and go and go until you find the plan that works for you. Because one thing that I observed, most of us bought in on the wrong plan. Okay? We were growing up and we thought our plan is to, our plans for our relationships, for our marriage is to, be codependent with someone. We were taught that love is the biggest powerful tool in a relationship, and it's the only thing that can make it work. We bought into different plans, and that's why some of us, when we go through a breakup or when we experience something that is not according to our plan, we break down and we lose ourselves. We don't want that to happen, but we still need to have a plan.
Hey there, I hope you're all doing well today. My name is Kara, and just dropping by to let you know that I too have my own podcast. It's called After 30 with Kara Erigel. I talk about love, fear, relationships, career, sex, food, money, books, and how life is so much different and oddly the same after 30. So when you're done listening to this episode, go ahead and check out mine. Again, it's After 30 with Kara Erigel, available wherever you get your podcasts. See you there.
So you might have bought on the wrong plan, which is, here's like the biggest, the most wrong plan that we bought in is not to have a plan. That's the biggest. That's our plan for most of us. I remember before I started writing down goals, setting out plans. I actually just did this last year, back in December. And I wrote down my goals. I gave myself a deadline. I wrote exactly what I wanted, and I wrote a plan. I listed out every single source of income that I can do, that I can take action on, so that I can get one step closer to my goal. Now, for 24 years of my life, I did not set a plan. And so I was just letting life happen to me. I was just living on autopilot. Whatever life throws at me, that's what I'm going to accept. But you can turn that around. You can throw that old plan away, right? And create a new one. And your new one now is to create plans that you can take action on, that you are inspired to take to. You can make plans. So make a plan. One of the most famous quotes about plan is, if you're failing to plan, you're planning to fail. Because no matter how powerful your goals are, your life will not improve unless your actions improve. And how can you prepare yourself to take those actions? You set a plan. And how do we set plans? One way that we could set a plan is we study. We study. If you want to be happy, study about happiness. If you want to be rich, study wealth. If you want to, improve your mental health, then study mental health. A lot of us think that, change is just going to happen to us, but that's not the case. If we want our lives to change, we need to understand how to change it. And I'm glad that you're here listening to this podcast, because that just means that you are interested in gaining the wisdom and information for you to change something in your life. And now that you've done that, okay, what you need to do is you study more. You reverse engineer the process. Look at the different people that already did what you want to do. Success leaves clues, okay? Look at the people that you want to replicate or you want to mimic, or at least their success that you want to copy. And then reverse engineer it. How did they get to where they are right now from who they were before? I think that's one of the most powerful tools that I learned in engineering, is that you have an answer, you have a problem, and then you try to reverse engineer it to see how the process went. And that's something that we can do in real life. We need to reverse engineer the success of the different people that we look up to. And so go back until you trace to the point that how did they start in life? And then do that. Okay? Do that. It's going to take some time, but you know the process. You now create your own plan. Okay? It's important that you create your own plan according to the principles that are laid out in the different stories that you study. And create your own plan. The next way that we could do that is we find a mentor. I said, success leaves clues. And if you could get in touch directly with the people who are already doing it, or who are doing it, or who have already done it, then that's a huge win. That's a big win. Find a mentor. If you are trying to move on, trying to heal from a breakup, then find someone who already did it. Now, this is not to say to be a follower of whatever they're trying to say. Be a student. Don't be a follower, be a student on what they're trying to teach, where are they coming from, and basically how did they do that, and apply that in your life. Okay? It's really good to have a mentor. If you're going to pay for a mentor, and of course, you need to do your own research about your mentor. But if you know that this person can add value to your life, if he can drop value bombs that you can use right now, it's going to be worth it. The investment is going to be worth it. Or great, or better, if you try to build a connection, try to, expand your network, and you'll find people that you can, look up to and be a mentor and ask for advice or help whenever you need it. Okay? Because a mentor is something that's really accessible, that can help you out whenever they can and however they can, and they are people that can change the course of your life. So find a mentor. Okay, look at the different people that you look up to and figure out a way. Maybe you can come closer to them. Maybe you can connect with them. Do that. Do not forget to ask question. Do not be afraid to ask from someone who has already done it or who's already doing it right now. Ask, okay? Humility is the start of all progress. So if you look up to someone, maybe they can be your mentor. Send them a message right now or after this podcast. Or better, if you could join the Better Me project, where I would mentor you in your life. If you need that, if you're interested in that, then go ahead and join us. Go to bit.ly/the Better Me project. And lastly, if you have a plan, if you are trying to create a plan, the most important thing that you should do is to write it down. Write the plan down. If I talk to people and I ask them, well, what's your plan? They would tell me, oh, my plan. No. Show me your plan. Have you written it down? Because if you haven't, chances are you're not gonna push forward with it. But if you write it down, and you look at it and you show me that you have plans, then most likely you will move forward with it. You will do it. You will make it happen.
Hi, my name is Janine, and I am inviting you to come listen to my podcast called Adulting Millennials, where I talk about lifestyle and adulting how-tos here in the Philippines. Available on all podcast platforms and powered by Podcast Network Asia and Podmetrics.
So, make sure that you write it down. Okay? Now, if you have a goal, you have a plan, my last advice, okay, if you want to create a plan, is if you have a goal. For example, you say, I have a goal by August 7, 2022, I'll buy a brand new car. That's your goal. Here's something that can help you out. Turn that goal into a question. By August 7, 2022, how can I have a car, a brand new car? Turning your goal into a how can I? How can I lose weight? How can I be happier? How can I save 100,000 in my bank account? Whatever your goal is, turn that into a question. And then get a piece of paper and write down 20 things that you can do. How is an open-ended question. I'm not saying you should just work overtime. Maybe you can get another job, try a side hustle, invest. There's a lot of different ways that you can do it. Learn buy and sell, learn e-commerce, learn crypto, whatever. But there will be unlimited ways that you could do that. And your brain will start thinking about ways on how you could achieve your goals once you have a set of, once you have a pen, once you have a paper with you, and you ask yourself, how can I achieve that? Write it down. Write everything down. And nothing is impossible for you. If you know that you can do that, and that can help you with your goal, write it down. 20 things. How can I? Okay? Now, of course, goals are important. Plans are very, very important. But it will all be useless if you're not going to act on it. Everyone can set goals. Everyone can create a plan. But not everyone has the guts and the willpower to act on it. So my last reminder for all of you right now is act on your dreams. Okay? Whatever you sow, that's what you're going to reap. So act on it. And the best time to act is while the idea is hot. While you have this idea and you're inspired and you're motivated, this is the best time to act. So do something right now that will help you get one step closer to your goal. Act on your dreams. And those, have a goal, have a plan, and act on it. I assure you, 1 year from now, you are going to thank yourself. Because you did what you had to do, and you've grown into a better human being. And so that's all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you are interested in learning more about this, go ahead and join us in the group coaching session. Doesn't matter if you miss the January 10, we'll have it every single week, every Monday, 7 p.m. So join us there. It's an amazing community with like-minded people who just want to be better. And so, yeah, if you are interested, go ahead and join us. Go to bit.ly/The Better Me Project. And I hope I could meet you guys personally there. It's via Zoom. We're going to have a lot of fun. Okay? So thank you guys for joining. If you are listening on Spotify, give me a rating. Please, 5 stars. I appreciate all of you guys who do or who did leave me with a 5-star rating and review. And yeah, share this with the people that you love. And remember to make someone else's day better. Thank you guys for listening. My name is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. And I'll talk to you guys next episode. Bye-bye.
The views and opinions expressed by the podcast creators, hosts, and guests do not necessarily reflect the official policy and position of Podcast Network Asia, the hosts of the program, or other programs of the network. Any content provided by the people on the podcast are of their own opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything.